keep on saying hide. Hide. We don't have enough signal.
No.
I'm pulling it up.
I only have one bar. I can't even really. Nope, 2 bars. I don't know where that extra one came from because we haven't moved.
Come on. Come on.
Put some little symbols on there. I don't know what that is. I think it's Morse code. Is that what that is?
Yep.
I think it's Morse code. Macrina
Just
says.
another couple seconds. Go ahead.
Macrina says, Danny, how many times did they come back up? I was on another call and Patricia said they were back up. Yeah, I'm still frozen.
Do me a favor. Refresh one more time.
Alright.
Because I got a notice and I fixed the notice.
Did you? Okay.
Yes.
Alright, refreshing again.
See how much quicker it came up? Yet another commercial.
Yet another commercial.
Gotta love it. Can have those
Right.
commercials.
Okay, I'm moving. Woohoo! We're moving. Yeah, so guys, I had to refresh. Let's see. Danny said they stopped to lower the resolution and came back for just 2 seconds. Let's see, bed. This is take 3. Take 2 was almost working. Macrina says, okay. Danny says, is this live? Tom says, we're back. And Macrina says, I was on a call with my Ohio friend. He's in Wyoming right now. Well, he's a long ways away.
Yep.
That's a bit of a drive, Macrina.
Of course, she's down in Boca Raton with her son.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
They're having their own group cruise prep.
Yeah.
You missed everything, Macrina. I told everybody what we're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Robert spilled the beans on the group cruise. And I'm frozen again. Tom says, oops. Okay, now I'm moving again. And I'm frozen again.
I think that's just going to be the normal buffer.
Yeah, I got nothing going on. I have 2 bars, but there's nothing moving on the screen. Tom says buffering. Yeah, me too.
Hang on, let me check my thing. Nope, we're still good.
All right, I'm moving again. And I'm frozen again. Now,
Well, just keep chatting. Just chat.
you can still chat. Yeah, this is so frustrating. And I'm moving again. And I'm frozen again.
But we're connected, right? It's a buffer. It's not a. We're not being froze out.
Macrina says, dang again. Tom says, send a rocket up when you get to Florida. Tom says, does the laptop have the cell SIM card?
No. I mean, we're on cell signal now, lowest possible, which is 1.6 megabits upload speed. It doesn't get any lower than that. And we had been at 2.6. So I was hoping that would take care of all the buffering. It's
Macrina says group cruise prep, and I missed all the shenanigans.
Yep.
Tom says, okay, 4 now. And then Danny says, Macrina, it's going to be awesome. Macrina says, okay, tell me about the group cruise scoop. Bev says, right, Danny, I can't wait. Me too.
Sorry you missed the what we're doing.
Yeah, it'll be a surprise.
Yeah. We're not repeating that. That was a one-shot deal. Put it this way, Danny's going to take off and go spend the next 6 weeks in Florida to help me prep.
That's right.
Since we got to be in Arizona.
That's right. Danny says a minute or so behind, but all good here now. Woohoo! I like that.
Yeah, we can see the screen moving on her phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are just the normal buffers that we're all used to experiencing. Which again, we apologize, but it's all we can do. At least we're up and running.
Yeah, at least we're not getting squashed this way.
Yeah.
Macrina says, yeah, my friend and I are on polar opposites of vacation, but we're sharing great pictures between us both. Beach and prairie mountains.
Nice.
Nice. Danny says, first, Macrina, we are no longer having a group cruise.
Well, it's true.
We're having an event. That's what we're having. Well, that was weird. I got a commercial pop up over my comments this time, not over the
Oh.
actual stream. That was weird.
We'll take it.
Yeah. Macrina says, Danny, I thought just your cabin was canceled.
We've decided we're moving it into the presidential suite.
Yeah.
We'll tell you that much.
Macrina says it would have been buffering or a commercial for me when you spoke the shenanigans anyway. Yeah, that's quite possible.
Big bumps.
Oh yeah, big bumps. That would be my luck too, Macrina. Get a commercial. We'll talk about
Yep.
the good stuff.
And make sure you all pack an extra suitcase.
Tom says, I sail solo, but but I'm so fat I get group rates. What? Did I read that right?
Oh, that's great. By the way, we will repeat. We are running on such lack of sleep. Please be very transparent with your comments.
Yeah, we're not getting subtleties right now. It just goes right over our heads.
We drove 2,100 miles in 30 hours or whatever it was. Slept a little bit, and now we're another 2,100 miles, 2,200 miles. So we are. This will be the roughest 5 days we've ever experienced doing what we do, for sure. From a driving standpoint, at least.
I've already forgotten 2 days.
That's why we decided to stream. Oh, here's something else. Our weekly stream for the next 2 weeks are going to be on Monday nights. However, after that, we are not going to be able to stream leading up to the group cruise. We're just not going to have the time to prepare a weekly wrap-up like we do. Because I'm going to need every ounce of time that I have on my couple of off days for preparing the cruise.
The event.
Yeah, the event cruise.
Marina says TMC live from the presidential suite cabin. Woohoo!
Right?
Lots of room to push those buttons.
The long drive through the Panhandle.
Yeah. Nothing but flat.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Oh, I'm just talking about the scenery. There's nothing to look at.
Well, it's dark anyway.
It's dark anyway.
279. Are the miles going up or down?
Karina says, what state are you in? Also, I never truly heard that whole driving story was from the past 2 days. And then Danny says, I need to forget about 52 days.
Right?
52, not just 2, 52.
So, the cliff notes, Macrina, so we got called back to work on Thursday. Thursday? No, Friday. Friday. And unfortunately, half of what we need was in Ohio. And we tried to find a way to get it extracted out of Ohio without us being there, and it just was not possible. So we had to drive to Ohio. So by 2:15, I mean, this all started at 11 o'clock. By 2:15, we're driving. Drove all night. Got there at 6 o'clock in the, 6:15 in the morning. We did sleep for 2 hours-ish, hour and a half. Woke up, loaded up the truck, gassed up the truck, and turned right around back to Florida. Got back to Tallman Mobile a little bit after midnight, so a day and a half. Slept all night, slept till this morning, till 9 o'clock, got up, had Blake for a good bit of the day, breakfast, that kind of stuff, packed up the RV. We did get to lay down for a couple hours, and now we have another 2,200 mile drive. So we've already done 2,100 miles in a day and a half without the RV. Now we've got a 2,200 mile drive with the RV. It's going to take much longer.
Danny says just go live on your phone for a few minutes each week to keep up the excitement.
Yeah,
And drop some hints.
we may try to do that. At least come on and say hello. But when we do our normal weekly wrap-ups, I go through all the news and prep the screens, and that's a half a day of work, believe it or not, putting that all together.
Karina says, so starting next week, the live will be Monday the 22nd and 29th.
Yes. Well, that's where our last event was. And because of circumstances, we couldn't carry it all back. There was no room. And if y'all remember, Lisa had been driving a U-Haul behind us. And so to keep from having to rent another U-Haul and spend more money and to give Lisa a break, we left a portion of it behind that we couldn't carry back with us. So she was able to be in the truck with me. And again, there was no schedule for us to go back to work. We were free and clear for the rest of the year. But then we got the call. I'm like, oh man. So we had to go back for it.
Macrina says, it would have been home and could have helped you in Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, if I would have been home, I could have helped. Yes.
I
read
may,
that wrong.
potentially, maybe there was a timing issue because this was Friday, and for it to make it to Arizona in enough time, you would have had to have it to the ship location by 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, because that's when FedEx picks up. And they don't pick up in that area until Monday. And if we had to wait till Monday, it literally would have cost us thousands of dollars in shipping. So like, you know what?
We're driving.
Let's get in the truck, grab the cooler. That's what we did. In fact, we left so quick, we never changed. We're in shorts and t-shirts. We didn't grab any hoodies, nothing. We got there, it was 50 freaking degrees. We're like,
Our dumb Florida butts were in, shorts and t-shirts.
yeah.
Karina says maybe a quick live for the cruise people just to keep us updated and excited.
Of course. We'll try to do something, but it's not going to be,
It's not going to be a show.
yeah. Because I'm spending every other moment I can prepping for the event cruise. I still got to figure out how to hook it all up. That's what's really going to suck. 'Cause most of the stuff we need, this is a lot of the things you missed, Macrina. They are back in Florida. And so the 6 weeks that I was going to have to get everything all right and working, and it's gone. That's why Danny's going to take off the next 6 weeks and go to Florida. He's going to do it for me.
Right? Go Danny.
Rock on, Danny.
Yeah.
You're going to get a special prize.
Right.
I got one picked out for you.
Karina says, oh boy, you drive to Ohio to save money.
Right?
Danny says you should find out and record where your OG peeps are just for another scenario like this. And Macrina says it's upper 80s at home now.
Well, the daytime high, I think, was supposed to be 80. It was just the nighttime. It was 50 degrees. But I mean, we were in the truck, almost the whole time except for loading up. So it actually wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't too bad. Just a brief amount of time.
And Danny, we stopped at Buc-ee's on the way back.
We did, Danny.
I got a big old burrito.
And I got a brisket.
I got a brisket too. I got both. Fortunately, I ate about 3/4 of the burrito and that was it. the first food I'd had in a day and a half. We were gonna eat the briskets. Good job there, Lisa. Lisa's knocking everything over. Because of the setup that we're using here and doing what we're doing, everything's cramped because we got the computer out, we got the batteries out. It's a mess. Which also gets me to, I'm not sure how long we can stay streaming. Anyway, we were going to eat the rest of the Buc-ee's today for lunch, but Alyssa and Tyler, they cooked hot dogs. So we had a couple hot dogs. I actually only had one. Lisa had 1.5. But, you know, when we, at least for me, I can, well, even for Lisa, we're not eating regularly. I'm not eating basically at all. And so our stomachs are all so messed up. So just that one hot dog just messed everything up. Same thing with that burrito, even though it was absolutely delicious. I had the brisket burrito with beans, potatoes, and man, it was fantastic.
It was really good.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Danny, we looked into Buc-ee's. So we get in there, and honestly, you know, I've made fun of it, and I'll still make fun of it. It's a gas station, but these guys have taken that, and back to the other conversation from the other stream, and they've turned it into an experience, and that's why they're being so successful. They currently now have 54 open, and by the end of this year, believe it or not, they're expecting 25 billion in revenue.
Wow.
Out of their 54 gas stations. $15 billion. We got there last night, and there had to have been somewhere between 70 to maybe even up to 100 people inside that Buc-ee's. There's more people than inside of a grocery store. It was the craziest thing. I almost went live last night just to record it, going, this is just crazy. It's crazy.
Danny said mid-90s here and no measurable rain for 2 months. Yikes.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then he says, I kind of like the cheesesteak burritos now. I'm kind of liking.
Yeah, kind of liking.
cheesesteak burritos.
I'm afraid to try the cheesesteak because it's got peppers in there, and peppers don't sit well with me. So that's why I got the brisket burrito instead. It was awesome. I really wanted to try that steak burrito. Yeah, we spent probably an hour researching and digging into Buc-ee's after that stop. One of the things we learned, and I don't know if it's regular or a one-off, but we found some information. We were just thinking about gas. You know, how many tankers of gas do the Buc-ee's get each day? Again, the only information we found were on one location. It was actually in Daytona. They were getting, on this one particular day, 14 tankers of gas.
Each tanker was 10,000 gallons of gas.
So they went through 140,000 gallons of gas.
I think it was probably during bike week because that's an awful lot, but still, wow, that's crazy.
But I mean, when you add it all up, they're expecting 15 billion. Privately owned. They're not a public company, and they're also 100% privately funded.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
No outside money.
Danny says it's a destination.
It's an experience. That's for sure. brisket on the board.
Right.
Barbecue sauce on the board. They did that 3 times while we were in there. We weren't in there that long.
No.
3 times.
Danny says Springfield is expecting a $30 million in annual tax revenue from Buc-ee's. That's Walmart levels.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a gas station.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. That after we got out of there and we were doing the research and stuff, that's when we started talking about experiences. And of course, I'd already decided that our event cruise was going to be an experience, but it really hit home to me last night. And so for all you who are attending the very first ever Tall Man event cruise, obviously the first one's always going to be very, very special. But we may take a small portion of you guys to help prep for the event cruise number 2, which will be in 2026, November.
Danny says they buried some huge tanks for hours. I imagine they did.
Oh, yeah.
Tom says nothing sits well because I'm on Manjaro. I've heard of that medication. Don't know what it's for. Macrina says when my friend comes back home via Texas in southern states, he said he was going to get me something at Buc-ee's, maybe a stuffed Buc-ee. Stuffed beaver. Mr. Producer Fever, welcome.
What's up, buddy?
He says, hello, everybody, in chat. 34 days until Carnival Horizon, October 19th, 2025. Grand Cayman, Montego Bay, Jamaica, and Celebration Key. Woohoo!
You're going to warm up the ship for us.
You are.
We'll be there a couple weeks later.
Yeah. Yep. Too bad you didn't wait a couple of weeks. You could have joined us.
I know, right?
Your destinations are different, though. We're doing the ABC Islands.
We are. 8-day cruise.
Yep.
Well, we are 263 miles left of Florida. It's crazy. So crazy. It hurts less leaving than it does coming home. Because, you know, when we're driving and we finally get to the Florida border, we're like, yes! But we're still 500 miles from Central Florida. We're 550 or 600. It's still a long way on I-10, if you will, through the Panhandle, down into the peninsula to get to Central Florida. It's crazy.
Danny says, will that be like a colonoscopy prep?
A colonoscopy what?
Prep.
Oh, the medicine.
And Mr. Cruiser Fear says, Halloween themed cruise on season in October. Yeah, you were talking about that once before. We've never actually done a Halloween cruise. I remember you said everything's all decorated for Halloween, so that's pretty cool. Macrina says, I will help for the group cruise 2026. Sign me up.
Recalculation. Follow the highway.
Okay, I haven't done anything.
Thank you, Macrina.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have so much fun.
And because of the event, and we were talking about this during stream 2 here a little while ago. We're just trying to make this all happen in dealing with the cruise lines. In this case, Carnival. It's not been pleasant. I mean, they have been rude or disrespectful, but communication is slow, or it has been slow. But now there are deadlines and timelines and manifests and customs and all this stuff. And there are still permissions that have yet to be granted. Which is also strange because it's hard to prep for something if I don't even know they're going to allow it.
Prepare a manifest. Sabrina says, by the way, an ad popped up, hang on. My ads are now popping up over the comments. And this one does not want to go away.
Yeah, just watch it.
Macrina says, by the way, this time last year I was on live with TMC Tonight. 1 year, wow.
Wow.
Nice.
From the Horizon, weren't you?
Yeah, I think it was. Nice. Kathy P says, how many days is this current adventure to get to your destination? Hi, Kathy.
What's up, Kathy? So, by GPS, which is not going to be correct, we have right around 2,000 miles and about 29 and a half hours drive. That's based upon road speed limits. We have the RV behind us. I don't do more than 60, 65. So those hours are already skewed. 2, road conditions. Do we run into traffic, construction? Are we going to get to the major cities in rush hour? But the big thing is, am I going to get to the point where I'm so tired it's no longer safe to drive? So, the only thing that we actually 100% can tell you is we got to be there by Tuesday night because we have to start Wednesday morning. So, somewhere between now and then. And the other thing that's hurting, because we've already driven 2,100 miles in the past couple days, instead of starting the drive off fresh, we are already absolutely exhausted.
Mr. Chris Fever says on Carnival Cruise, Halloween costume contest, Halloween deck party, and other certain Halloween events during October. So what are you dressing up for the Halloween contest?
Oh, and the other thing, by the time we're done, I'll have gone through a case of Coke.
Which that in itself is not good.
No, not from my kidney stone stuff.
Mr. Cruise Fever, I've seen some really cute costumes. I saw using an umbrella and some lights and some cruise tinsel, turning yourself into what do you call it? A jellyfish.
Jellyfish, yeah.
I told you I'm tired, sorry. Or a cup of mac and cheese. That was using painted toilet paper rolls.
Nice. You'd have to start saving toilet paper rolls in January to have enough.
Can you imagine bringing that on board?
Right?
You need a whole suitcase just for your Halloween.
Right?
Rita says, yep. The ABC cruise on the horizon with Eileen and Ellen. Sorry,
Ellen and Tom.
Sunday night after my dinner at Fahrenheit 555. That's right. You took us around the ship. And then Danny says, you need to bump up your subs so you can get the Tom and Jed.
Right. Not due to lack of trying, Danny. We've had a couple of really amazing days of just some fantastic comments. Everybody, you know, the content that we create, all the deck tours and how we do it, cabins and stuff. And yes, we're putting out some news videos now and stuff. Please watch them. They're shorts. They're very quick. But the comments have just been so uplifting and nice. And one of them was interesting. The comment was simply, "I don't know how your videos don't have thousands of views." And my response was, "From your mouth to God's ears." Oh yeah, and the YouTube algorithm's ears too.
Right?
So, look, we just keep on plotting along, doing what we can do when we can do it. And we just feel it's a matter of time before our style catches on with a lot more people. And then the event cruises are going to get a lot bigger. A lot bigger.
Danny says exhausted. If only there was a Buc-ee's near the Alabama border. Oh, wait.
I got the, well, no, in the middle of the night, if it works out for gas-wise, I can pull into the Buc-ee's with my RV.
But during the day?
During the day, there's no way. There's just too many people, too many cars.
Too crazy.
Yeah. But at night, I can make that happen. In fact, we did it on the way.
We did, yeah.
On the way back from Ohio the first time, on our way back to Florida, it was like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And we pulled in to the one in
Georgia.
Yeah, in Georgia, right off of 95, close to the Florida border. Exit 50 something, I think. Anyway.
Kathy says, with all this driving, you need those special car seat cover cushions that have heat and massage modes.
Oh my gosh, it would probably put me to sleep. But I understand your comment 100%.
Totally get it. We get out of the truck at a gas stop and it's like horse for hours. Kathy says, I'm on the New Amsterdam in a month.
Oh, nice.
And we'll be bringing your videos. Nice. Can't wait. We've only cruised on the Koningsdam.
Nice.
We haven't been on the Koningsdam yet.
No?
But we enjoyed the New Amsterdam.
We
even
did.
though a lot of people that were on there told us that it is their least favorite of
Yeah, a lot of people that
ships.
sail exclusively Holland or have sailed with them a ton.
Yeah, but we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was great.
I love that back deck area. That's a party deck there.
Oh, it is. I agree.
That's where I want to have an event cruise.
Yeah. Katrina says, I brought my friend a seat massager with heat and he loves it. Also gave him my Yeti to keep his beverage hot.
Nice. How long have you known this friend? Because you'd never mentioned the drives to Ohio before.
Nope.
Now, Coke number 11, done.
Oh
Coke number 12 in the seat.
This road's looking long and lonely.
250 something miles left of it.
Man.
I love pulling into the Pensacola area. The water, smell the ocean. Normally, we're only on this route coming back to Florida. We haven't been going this direction in actually quite a long time.
It has been a long time.
Because normally we've been on the road and we've been out in the middle of the country before we're heading west. But again, we changed our schedule, worked everything out so we could have off the rest of the year. But anyway, that didn't work out. So for us, coming home once we hit Pensacola, and to me, that gets back to the tease of we're still 600 miles from Central Florida, but once you get to Pensacola and see the water, smell the ocean, you know, all that stuff, it's like, it's time to go on a cruise, because that's usually what we're doing. We're on our way, we're on vacation now for the next couple months, and we're going to go on a bunch of ships. So it's always exciting the minute we hit Pensacola. But it then gets subdued for the next 600 miles worth of driving. 500 something. I forget exactly what it is. It's a lot.
Mr. Cruise Fever says our balcony is on Lido Deck, about 10 cabins away from the outside area.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
All right. So you're right up where their activity is.
Yeah.
You're up there pretty high.
Yeah. Danny says we had to just bypass that Buc-ee's once outside of Mobile. We can get off the road to get on the road that goes into the parking lot. Oh, couldn't get off the road.
Oh, excuse me.
Ah. And Macrina says mid-July.
Oh, okay. So it's a new friend.
Nice.
Careful. There'll be a Mr. Macrina. Careful. Bow chicka bow wow. Oh. It already hurts.
Do you need the Tenzina now?
No. That won't crack my back.
Gotcha.
We're gonna need new seats in this thing when we're done.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll have sat in here so long. Be like the old mattress. Big body depression in the middle.
Oh my goodness. Hey, as long as there's no springs poking us in the butt.
Right?
That would not be good.
Yeah, it's one thing to make these drives. And I will drive longer than the average bear. Because I do enjoy the driving, and I do enjoy the night driving. I enjoy less traffic, mostly. But so many of the ones that we've had to make recently, especially here just in the last few days, they've been emergency drives with very strict timelines attached to them, which becomes stressful because you're like, okay, I gotta go longer, as opposed to, we can stop for a couple hours. Even like at gas stops. Look, Lisa and I could probably hang out in Buc-ee's for an hour,
Oh, easily.
but it's like we got to get in and get out.
Oh yeah, I could get lost in a Buc-ee's for an hour easily. Mr. Cruise Fever says might be river tubing in Montego Bay area or near the area through the cruise line. Nice.
Careful with those inner tube thingies. It just, there's been a lot of rain. Sometimes the water can get a little turbulent.
Oh, interesting. Danny says not if they stay states away from each other.
Right. She's been making a lot of trips to Ohio. Enough so to leave him her Yeti
I know, man, to give up a Yeti, dang.
and her butt massager.
I know.
That's pretty
right?
personal right there.
Man.
I'm just saying. Occasionally, Lisa, if you can remember, tell me when the green light on that cable goes out.
The green
Back-
light.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, okay.
The battery's at 6%.
Yes.
Which, by the way, so obviously we have worked out this issue with streaming, but we are on battery, and that battery's only at 6%. I have two of the smaller batteries we can plug in, but we're not going to be able to go forever because of that. I'm hoping. Oh,
Ooh,
bunch of deer right there.
I saw.
That was a herd.
Yeah.
Even with the screen off, it does seem to be drawing some power. I think the first bunch of power we lost was because the computer wasn't fully charged.
Oh, gotcha.
There's
More
another
deer.
bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, we're into deer
We
country.
sure are. Eyes on the road.
All y'all watching, eyes right.
Yeah. Lots of deer.
I think the camera's catching it.
I don't know. I'm not sure how far behind we are, so I don't even really know where to look, and I'm
Right.
looking more at other things.
Yeah.
Kathy said, hey, since you're driving to Arizona from Florida, you won't have to go through the mountains, huh?
No.
Yay, I
More
remember-
deer.
More deer? Yay, I remember when you did that last year. That drive down I-17 is no bueno.
Yes. Well, that was something we talked about just a couple hours ago, when we got the phone call to have to go back to work, and realized we were going to have to go to Ohio. We basically ended up with two choices. We can take the RV back up to Ohio with us, get everything we need to get, and then make the drive from Ohio.
More deer.
Bunch more deer. Man, they're all out tonight. Holy moly.
They sure are.
We've seen more deer right there than we have in a long time.
I know.
Anyway, and then make the drive from Ohio with the RV to Arizona. But that presented several challenges. One of it was having to drive the RV back to Ohio the same exact route in which we just sustained $3,000 plus in damage on the RV, and going all the way back through the Bluestone Mountains, or Blue Ridge Mountains, excuse me, the Appalachian Mountains, all that stuff. I just, man, that was rough. And then, of course, now we're taking the northern route to get to Arizona,
Which is really
which the
rough
roads also
roads.
suck
Yeah.
and mountainous. We're like, you know what? Yeah, that's just not a good plan.
No. More
Plus,
deer.
more deer. I'll have to drive it slower, because with the RV we only drive 60, maybe. Like right now I'm doing 60, 61. Without the RV I'm doing 75 to 80, whatever the speed limit is, plus maybe an extra 5 miles an hour. Speaking of which, there's nobody around right now. Putting on the... And without the RV,
More deer.
I was on cruise control probably 90% of the entire drive. So my foot didn't hurt. I didn't get a cramp when we were done driving like I normally do. Anyway, it was a better option to drive up and back, meaning from Florida up to Ohio, get our stuff, drive back to Florida, get the RV, then go to Arizona. So we're taking the southern routes, because the roads are generally much better, and of course no mountains.
Danny says 45-minute tops at Buc-ee's, $75 and no gas minimum.
You know, that was part of our discussion last night,
Yeah.
which
How much does everybody spend in
Yeah,
Buc-ee's when you
what's
decide?
the average price per head?
Because
right?
everybody's gonna get a sandwich and a beverage, and people walking out with T-shirts and like,
Stuffed Buc-ee's.
man, I'm telling you, lawn chairs and firewood and who knows
Everything.
what everyone comes out with. Yeah.
That's what sent us down the path to try to see what might be on the internet, and that's when we found their estimated profits are around $15 billion.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Macrina says we're 49 miles away from each other. He keeps his drinks hit and delicious and hot. I think hot and delicious, and also his bag and etc. Also hot and dot dot dot.
49 miles. That's not bad.
No, it's not.
That's across town.
It sounds, when you say I'm driving to Ohio, it sounds like, oh my gosh, that's forever. But
Well, she is in Pittsburgh. She's fairly close to Ohio.
49 miles is nothing.
Yeah.
Danny says, Macrina, he has a hot bag? Really? Macrina says, I got myself a new Yeti next day via Amazon. Nobody leaves me Yeti-less. And Danny, it's a heated massage unit. Kathy says to Macrina, I have my emotional support Yeti. Don't go anywhere without it.
Lisa has one too. Of course, actually, I don't think yours is a Yeti,
Mine's
is it?
not a Yeti, no.
It's just as good. Keeps your coffee hot for.
It keeps it hot for a while. Yetis have way better ratings.
All right.
Yeah. But I enjoy mine anyway.
There you go. Someone needs to buy Lisa a Yeti for her coffee. I'm obviously too cheap to do it.
Danny says,
Jeez.
wow.
We're not going that slow.
Right? Danny says, I take offense to North Route sucks. I-44 only partially sucks. Thank you very much.
I mean, not all the roads are bad, but again, it's
The ones that we tend to go on, yeah.
and it's also at a much higher elevation, and we've just had some RV problems, and we just didn't want to do it.
No.
That last stretch, we've done it a few times, and it just beats the crap out of us. And I'm sure it beats the crap out of the RV too. They are.
Oh, definitely. There's, big bumps.
Oh.
Holy cow.
We had the Valence in our RV. That's the thing that's over the top of the slide. It literally sheared the screws off from bouncing down the road on these stinking roads.
Our old RV. This one sheared
Yeah.
the axle off.
Yeah,
The hub off of
that
the
was
axle.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
There was a stretch of roads there that wasn't too good. Some of them were great, but some of them not so much.
Danny says, me and Jan decided on the spur of the moment to take a trip to Buc-ee's for snacks on Friday. Cost me $60.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not surprised.
Is your Buc-ee's one of the giant ones, or is it just the big one? Because I mean, the one there in Georgia.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
That is huge. They must have at least 120 or more gas pumps.
We didn't count them. There's too many
Or
deer.
Yeah. And the inside, it just never ceases to amaze me how many people are inside this Buc-ee's at all times.
Insane how big that one is. When we were looking up, their average store is 78,000 square feet.
Buc-ee's may be worse than Costco and Target. You go in there and you come out with way more than you expect. Buc-ee's has got to be about that.
Yeah.
About on that level.
When you go into Costco, you're not walking out less than $100.
No, you're not. And Buc-ee's is the same. I mean, that's the only gas station I've ever seen that has grocery cards.
Yeah. Grocery cards.
Right?
Unfreaking believable. It's a gas station.
It's Buc-ee's.
fill up your car and leave.
Macrina says Yetis keep coffee hot literally all day. Make coffee at 7 a.m. and it's still hot at 3 p.m.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, mine keeps it hot for a couple hours, but yeah, like 3 hours. After that, it starts to cool off a little bit.
236 miles to the border.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Yetis are definitely way better than what I have. They're also a lot more expensive. Mine was free.
Yeah, it was actually.
Y'all know I'm cheap.
Rest area closed.
Oh, of course.
Oh, 818 to 929. Still have a green
deer
light.
on your side.
Oh, I didn't see it in the middle?
He was on the
In the median?
grass. Yeah, in the median.
Oh, see, that's what I don't like to see that. That means they've crossed the road to get there.
Yes. And there's tons of them out tonight. That's it, not a deer. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a deer. Danny says we live way too close to Buc-ee's. Yeah. $60 for snacks. I totally get it. I get it. You know, they've got their food is so good.
People walking out the door when we were walking in, I heard them talk about they had I think 3 bags in their hands, and they made a comment about, well, there's $90.
Right?
I don't know what was in the bags, but
Man.
15 billion in revenue. Not
Nice.
profits though, revenue.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think the article said 2 billion in profits though. I mean, look, profits are obviously up because everything they're doing is self-funded. I mean, obviously they can be taking out loans, but they don't have investors.
No.
It's all private, all self-funded.
Danny says normal, but not another one for 700 miles around.
Wow.
Just the regular 120 pumps.
Just the regular 120.
Just the regular 120 pumps. Nothing special.
And the average Buc-ee's costs approximately $40 million to construct, which also includes the land acquisition.
Yeah.
$40 million to construct a stinking gas station.
A gas station with brisket, and burritos, and fudge.
It is an experience.
And the jerky. Oh my gosh. Like, didn't they have tires and stuff in there?